Plaid income is an easy way users can verify their sources of income with your application. This can be really helpful if you're looking to finance a car, house, or a really fancy watch and want to be confident your customer can pay you back. To get started with Plaid income, you should know it works a little differently than most other Plaid products. With other Plaid products, you typically have multiple access tokens per user. Each access token is associated with a different financial institution. With Plaid income, you have user tokens instead. You'll only have one user token per user, and as you add more income sources, whether that's through payroll providers, banks, or uploaded documents, those all get associated with that single user token. So to get started with Plaid income, create a user token by calling the user create endpoint. You send Plaid a unique user ID and you get back an unguessable random string. This is the user token. Note that you can only make this call once per user ID, so make sure you hold on to the data that gets returned. From there, one of the easiest ways to get income data is for Plaid to retrieve it directly from the payroll provider. To do this, create a new link token. You're going to make sure income verification is the only product listed, pass along that user token, and specify payroll as the source type. Once you've created that link token, send it up to your client and open up Link like normal. Your user will be asked to connect with their payroll provider. If they don't know it, Plaid also lets them choose their employer so we can connect with that employer's payroll provider behind the scenes. Plaid will fetch whatever documentation is available. Typically, these are recent pay stubs and W-2 forms. Once Plaid has all the information it needs, a process that usually takes a few seconds, Plaid will fire off a webhook telling you that the data is ready. You can then call the credit payroll income get endpoint, passing along the user token. Plaid will return any income data it has for this user, including how often they get paid, who their employer is, gross and net income, and more. And if your user has additional income to share with you, just repeat the process. Create another link token, go through the payroll flow, and all your users' income will be consolidated into a single response. If your users can't connect to their payroll provider but have digital copies of these documents available, Link also lets your users upload these documents to Plaid. We'll extract the data for you using good old-fashioned OCR, and you'll get back the same kind of information as if Plaid had retrieved it directly from the payroll provider. Note that this process can take quite a bit longer, so make sure you listen for that webhook before trying to retrieve this data. And if you don't want to accept scanned documents, you can configure Link to only allow downloaded income. It's up to you. Plaid can also verify income by connecting with the user's bank and looking for regularly recurring deposits. To retrieve income this way, create a link token like before, but list bank as the source. You should also specify how many days back Plaid should look for data. When using bank income, you are allowed to add other products to that link token. For instance, if you want to get auth or identity information from this financial institution, you can. Because of that, you will want to hold on to the public token that gets returned and exchange it for an access token so you can use it with these other Plaid products. Once your user has connected their bank, Plaid will look for any deposits that happen regularly. Your user will have the chance to select which of these deposits represents their income. Then you can query the credit bank income get endpoint. You'll get back information like how much these deposits are and how often they occur, but information like gross income and withholdings aren't available. This has been Plaid income in 3 minutes. If you want to find out more about Plaid income, make sure to check out the documentation and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notified about the full tutorial whenever it's available. Thanks for watching.